Dance on frequency 95. All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge Police Station immediately for reassignment. Repeating. This is Paladin Dance on frequency 95. All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge Police Station immediately for reassignment. Repeating. This is Paladin Dance on frequency 95. All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge Police Station immediately for reassignment. Repeating. This is Paladin Dance on frequency 95. All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge Police Station immediately for reassignment. Repeating. This is Paladin Dance on frequency 95. All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge Police Station immediately for reassignment. Repeating. This is Paladin Dance on frequency 95. All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge Police Station immediately for reassignment. Repeating. This is Paladin Dance on frequency 95. All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge Police Station immediately for reassignment. Repeating. This is Paladin Dance on frequency 95. All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge Police Station immediately for reassignment. Repeating. This is Paladin Dance on frequency 95. All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge Police Station immediately for reassignment. Repeating. This is Paladin Dance on frequency 95. All are to return to the Cambridge Police Station immediately for reassignment. Repeating. This is Paladin Dance on frequency 95. All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge Police Station immediately for reassignment. Repeating. This is Paladin Dance on frequency 95. All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge Police Station immediately for reassignment.
Wow.
Repeating. This is Paladin Dance on frequency 95. All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge Police Station immediately for reassignment. Repeating. This is Paladin Dance on frequency 95. All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge Police Station immediately for reassignment. Repeating. This is Paladin Dance on frequency 95. All Brotherhood of Steel return to the Cambridge Police Station immediately for reassignment. Repeating. This is Paladin Dance on frequency 95. All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge Police Station immediately for reassignment. Repeating. This is Paladin Dance on frequency 95. All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge Police Station immediately for reassignment. Repeating. This is Paladin Dance on frequency 95. All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge Police Station immediately for reassignment. Repeating. This is Paladin Dance on frequency 95. All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge Police Station immediately for reassignment. Repeating.
You'll find what you're looking for. I know it.
This is Paladin Dance on frequency 95. All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge Police Station immediately for reassignment. Repeating. This is Paladin Dance on frequency 95.
Hey, what's the plan?
Wait there.
I'll stay put.
To return to the Cambridge Police Station immediately for reassignment. Repeating. This is Paladin Dance on frequency 95. All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge Police Station immediately for reassignment. Repeating. This is Paladin Dance on frequency 95. All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge Police Station immediately for reassignment.
Hey! Come on, boy. It's time to go.
This is Paladin Dance on frequency 95. All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge Police Station immediately for reassignment.
Taking up with dog meat, huh? You two play nice out there.
Repeating. This is Paladin Dance on frequency 95. All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge Police Station immediately for reassignment. Repeating. This is Paladin Dance on frequency 95. All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge Police Station immediately for reassignment.
Human junk is useless.
Repeating. This is Paladin Dance on frequency 95. All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge Police Station immediately for reassignment. Repeating. This is Paladin Dance on frequency
Strong
95.
go with human.
All Brotherhood
Yes,
of Steel
come with me.
units are to
Strong
return to the
travel
Cambridge
with
Police
human.
Station immediately for reassignment. Repeating. This is Paladin Dance on frequency 95. All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge Police Station immediately for reassignment. Repeating. This is Paladin Dance on frequency 95. All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge Police Station immediately for reassignment. Repeating. This is Paladin Dance on frequency 95. All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge Police Station immediately for reassignment. Repeating.
Hey, see that big blimp? What's the Brotherhood of Steel? Why are they...
Well, well. Nikki Valentine walks into my office for a change.
What can I say, Piper? You, me, and hard luck all seem to run together like acid rain down an old sewer.
You, including your client?
Hey.
Here in
Needs
that
from to smash
So,
something.
you two are finally letting me in on this little case of yours. What's the story?
We need help, Piper. This man named Kellogg kidnapped my son. But that wasn't all. He was working with the Institute.
The Institute. I've been investigating these creeps for over a year.
True enough. Where the Institute actually...
Exactly. But there's one person who has to know, right? The guy who just handed them Sean.
Kellogg. Huh.
Man like that would have had access. In and out.
But we both know that angle isn't going to work.
Because he's dead.
So, a murderer and a kidnapper gets his brains blown out by an avenging parent. Huh. Be a great ending if we didn't still have the biggest mystery in the...
So, what now?
Gets his brains blown out. Huh. His brains. You know, we may not need the man at all.
You're talking crazy here, Nick. Gotta...
Look, there's a place in Good Neighbor Cove. If anyone could get it...
I hope you're right, Nick.
Let's see. I guess we're gonna need a piece of Kellogg's brain. Enough gray matter to bring to Amari and find out if this is going to work.
Jesus, Nick!
I know it's grisly.
Sure. What exactly do we need, Nick?
Kellogg's brain. It's a long shot, but Dr. Amari just might be able to get it jump-started. See what the old
Actually, I think I already have something. Kellogg had this thing.
Cybernetics, huh? We may have just won the lottery.
Right.
Whether we're riding this...
I have to go to the memory den either way, if I'm gonna...
Anything else you can tell me about the memory den?
It's in Good Neighbor. The memory den ain't just a fancy name. It's literal. A lot of people give up all their caps just to relive the good part, but not us. We're gonna try to dive deep into someone else's mind. I can meet you there, or we can head out together.
have someone with me. I'll meet you there, Nick.
All right. See you at the den. Don't worry. We're gonna get your boy back. Just a few more steps.
While you two are out, I'm gonna do some more research. I'll be here if you need me. Let me know if there's anything I
Nick,
can do to
time to
lighten
hit the
load.
road?
Or, you know.
Just looking to trade a little.
Sure thing.
Who doesn't love some Louis Jordan? Am I right? I am. Because Louis Jordan rules. It sounds like, the Brotherhood of Steel.
Someone alive under all that
They're still around.
Cripple yourself.
In the Commonwealth, I mean.
Hey, Piper.
You know,
I guess there was, some
the
sort of fight.
Institute has a lot of enemies.
Lots of guns, or whatever. At the
That Brotherhood airship is hard to miss.
Yeah, the
Some
Brotherhood of
people-
Steel
that
doesn't do
means
subtle.
some other
They
people
just might have the muscle to
different.
give the Institute.
We're wondering if maybe they were looking
You said
for
something about the railroad.
Supposedly they help.
Uh-huh.
The only thing I have is a rumor.
They like technology and their gadgets and stuff.
Tell me about the Minutemen.
You know that group you rescued and conquered? As far as I
Guess they were
know,
seen
they
coming out
used
of
to
it
be,
already, so maybe
I should get going.
all right.
they'll, you know, leave. They got what they came for, and they don't need anything else. I don't know. Just a thought. A place to think.
You won't believe what's in the next issue.
Now here's Connie Allen with a song that's... It's about... space travel. Here's Rocket 69.
We got small arms, long arms, ammunition. You need protection. Everyone does.
I've got a few minutes to browse.
Something for everyone.
that was Billie Holiday. Billie is spelled with an I and an E because she's a lady. And now, a word or several from our sponsors. Fallon's Basement, providing top-of-the-line fashion to Diamond City for over 10 generations. Here comes Bing Crosby saying we should accentuate the positive. I guess that was easy if you were Bing Crosby.
Heads up.
Strong what to
No
do.
sense allowed at the surplus.
Got some great stuff, if you're interested.
Myrna.
You. Well, I suppose we can do business.
Can I use this charge card here?
Is this something synths used to pay for things? We don't take filthy synth money here.
What kind of business you running here anyway?
We buy and sell. The robot takes care of...
Uh-huh. Let's see what you got.
Just don't call it junk.
that Butcher Pete. Just doing butcher sorts of things, I guess. If anyone's family has recently been butchered, I am sorry for what I just said. Okay, that was Roy Brown. Hey, how about a bit of good news? If you haven't already seen it, which I did, so I know it's true, and not just
Protection for sale! Hand-tooled pieces!
Nick Valentine is back in town.
Cares about all
totally not
medicinal needs.
thought that.
You look like you need prescription
Well, they thought he
something
might
to
be
settle your
dead or
nerves.
destroyed. Glad you're back. Even though we never really talked. Ever. Up next. Well, it's Ella Fitzgerald.
Heard you'd rescued Valentine. Good work. Most sense scared the hell out of me, but Nicky, he ain't like those Institute psychos.
Mentats, buff out, stim packs, jet, everything to even you out. High quality chems right here. Don't let the stress of life kill you. Relax with some chems. Self-prescribed chems, as recommended by me, myself, and I. Don't let the stress of life kill you. Relax with some chems. Mentat, buff out, stim packs, jet, everything you even.
Jeez, pal. I like guts, too. But you think you might be overcompensating there?
Human hungry? Strong have meat to share?
Cares about you. All your medicinal
Read an interview you gave. I think you said at the end about having hope. Good on you.
Human look like robot.
The hub of trade for all Diamond City right here.
Don't be caught dead. Protection from Commonwealth weaponry.
Swatter. Who needs a swatter? Nice piece you got.
Everyone.
Marks. They must have spent a whole case of ammo holding this site.
Suppose that means we missed all the fun. No one's gonna move on this place now that the Pridwit's in town.
Paladin Dance.
Cavalry's arrived. And it looks like they sent in the big guns.
That ship. I've never seen anything like it.
Amazing, isn't it? We call our ship.
Uh-huh.
If she's here, Elder Maxon's here. And that means we're going to war.
Gonna be a quick war with that thing on our side.
That's the plan.
Right.
That being said, you're about to get to know the Pridwin up close and personal. I've received orders that follow me up to the roof of the police station. We're going for a little ride.
Don't let Ingram catch you standing around. You'll be on report before you can blink.
Spots. That was that. I don't want to set fire. Pretty.
That many gunner
accurately identify your target before you start shooting. We don't want to have any mishaps and fire on the local.
Sounds very irresponsible. For several reasons. Here's uranium fever.
The Commonwealth looks different from up here, doesn't it? It never ceases to amaze me how drastically your perception of the battlefield changes from the air. We're gonna need that edge when we take on the Institute. They've already proven that they're technologically superior, which means there's no telling what types of weapons they'll have in their arsenal. Hopefully, our air superiority and tactical know-how will make the difference. Now all we have to do is find them. And I'm betting that Elder Maxon will have a plan already in place by the time we arrive. I wish everyone down there believed in our cause, but they've been blinded by rumors and misinformation. They don't realize that the Brotherhood of Steel is the Commonwealth's last hope for survival. Every man, woman, and child below is in mortal danger. If we fail, it's only a matter of time before the enemy overwhelms the population. Cleansing the Commonwealth is our duty, and I will gladly spill my own blood if it ensures our victory. We're on final approach to the airport. The Prydwen should be coming into view just ahead. We'll be meeting Lancer Captain Kells on the flight deck. Just stick close to me and answer all of his questions. Far too long since I've been aboard. All right, soldier. This is the moment when everything changes. I hope you're ready.
Should have green skin, like straw. Human trying to start trouble. Strong ready for a fight.
Permission to come aboard, sir?
Permission granted. And welcome back, Paladin. Allow me to be the first to congratulate you on a successful mission. And is this our new recruit?
Yes, sir. I feel promoted him to initiate, and I'd like to sponsor his entry into our rankings personally.
Yes, we've read the reports. You'll be pleased to know that Elder Maxon's approved your request and placed the recruit in your charge.
Thank you, sir. And my current orders?
You are to remain on the Prydwen and await further instructions.
Very good, sir. Ad Victoriam, Captain.
Ad Victoriam, Paladin. So, you're the one Paladin Dan's is taking.
Looks can be deceiving.
Which is precisely why I personally insist on scrutinizing every recruit who boards this vessel. I've read Paladin Dance's reports. You might expect an endorsement like that to grant you a great deal of latitude with us. But let me make one thing clear. The Brotherhood of Steel has traveled to the Commonwealth with a specific goal in mind. As the captain of this vessel, I won't allow anyone to jeopardize our mission, no matter how valuable they think they are. Understood?
What exactly is your mission here?
I'm not at liberty to say. Elder Maxon will be addressing the crew shortly. And I'm certain... Now, was there anything else? Or was everything I said understood?
Not even a hint? Come on. I deserve it.
No. You'll just have to wait until Elder Maxon addresses the crew. Now dispense with the... That's all for now. Your orders are to proceed to... If you have any questions, ask me now.
Can you tell me anything about Elder Maxon?
Elder Maxon is the supreme commander of the Brotherhood. Without his tenacity and his vision, we'd still be a small group of complacent stragglers, occupying the Citadel and the capital wasteland. In a mere decade, he's grown the Brotherhood of Steel into a major military force. He's an inspiration to us all. Is there anything else?
Where can I get power armor?
Only knights are allowed to wear Brotherhood power armor. And you're no knight. Not yet. Until Elder Maxon grants you that title, you'll have to make do with what you've got. Anything else?
What are my orders?
Your orders are to proceed to Elder Maxon's address, after which he wishes to speak with you. Anything else?
I don't have any questions.
Then I suggest you head over to the command deck immediately. Dismissed, Initiate.
Captain Kells?
Questions, Initiate?
I don't have any questions.
Then I suggest you head over to the command deck immediately. Dismissed, Initiate. Questions, Initiate?
On your way, soldier.
Welcome aboard. Elder Maxon is holding his...
Brothers and sisters, the road behind has been long and fraught with difficulty. Each and every one of you has surpassed my expectations by rapidly facilitating our arrival in the Commonwealth. You have accomplished this amazing feat without a hint of purpose or direction. And most impressive, without question. Now that the ship is in position, it is time to reveal our purpose. And beneath the Commonwealth, there is a cancer, known as the Institute. A malignant growth that needs to be cut before it infects the surface. They are experimenting with dangerous technologies that could prove to be the world's undoing for the second time in recent history. The Institute's scientists have created a weapon that transcends the destructive nature of the atom bomb. They call their creation the Synth. A robotic abomination of technology that is free-thinking and masquerades as a human being. This notion that a machine could be granted free will is not only offensive, but horribly dangerous. And like the atom, if it isn't harnessed properly, it has the potential of rendering us extinct as a species. I am not prepared to allow the Institute to continue this line of experimentation. Therefore, the Institute and their synths are considered enemies of the Brotherhood of Steel, and should be dealt with swiftly and mercilessly. This campaign will be costly, and many lives will be lost. But in the end, we will be saving humankind from its worst enemy. itself. Ad Victoriam.
Ad Victoriam. Ad Victoriam.
I care about
Pridwin is a magnificent ship.
the people of the Commonwealth.
We're lucky to have her in our arsenal.
Care about them? I thought we were preparing for war.
The Brotherhood is here to prevent a war. The difference is, our war won't reduce civilization.
What do you want from me?
I want you to start taking... And from what I've read in Paladin Dance's reports, you've already begun that journey. Seeing as he's one of my most... Therefore... And...
I'll do my best to live up to it.
I'm certain that you will. In any event, once you're finished becoming familiar with the Pridwin and my staff, report to the flight deck for your new orders. Welcome aboard the Pridwin, soldier. Make us proud.
Status report.
Green across the board, sir. Nothing new.
Good. Carry on, Knight. Congratulations on the promotion, Knight. If dumb and ugly had a child, that'd be a super... In my experience, hot shots and big mouths end up with closed casket funerals. How did it look out there?
Paladin Dance.
There you are. How did it go with Elder Maxon?
Maxon seems so young compared to everyone else.
Don't let his age fool you. Maxon's a brilliant tactician. I'd follow him anywhere.
Why are you so confident in his ability?
A decade ago. The Elder before me. But when Maxon... This ship and its...
I was very impressed with him. He seems to know what's best for everyone.
Exactly. Without... I just hope you appreciate how much of a chance... Not to put too fine a point on it, but if you screw up, we go down together.
I won't let you down, Dance. I promise.
Good. Now, I know you're... In order to be an effective part of the team, you need to learn your way around this ship and get to... Since I've been official...
Do you need to come with me now?
It might help if I tagged along. On the other hand...
Sounds good. Let's go.
Outstanding. Call me old-fashioned, but there's nothing better than being boots on the ground.
Hopefully the next recovery team will bring back some decent supplies. Been having to get real creative lately.
If you're looking for ammunition or weapon mods, Proctor Tegan might have what you need.
good. You're finally here. Just set the books down anywhere. I'll get to them as soon as I can.
What are you doing with all these books?
I suppose I could stop working for a moment.
Makes sense to get rid of the trash.
Well, I'm pleased you agree, since it's obvious that you aren't.
Just learning my way around the Pridwen.
Learning your way around? Ah, I see. You're the new recruit that Paladin Dance described in his report. Under normal circumstances, I'd provide you with a proper orientation of my department. However, I'm woefully behind setting up research. Unfortunately.
What type of technical documentation?
The Brotherhood is medical record.
Maybe I can lend you a hand.
That would be splendid. As you patrol the Commonwealth, I'm authorized to pay you. And if you wish to be assigned, in any event, it was a pleasure to meet you, Knight.
So, this radio station here, we don't really make any caps, and there are well, some people help me stay in the air. People like this. A portion of this broadcast has been brought to you by the Mega Surgery Center, now featuring facial reconstructive surgery. Why settle for less than perfection? Here's Frankie Carl with a song that, frankly, sounds a little...
Excuse me, Captain Cade.
Glad you finally stopped by, soldier. Are you ready for your medical exam?
I guess I am. Never mind.
What kind of medical exam?
There's nothing to be alarmed about. It's my responsibility. I'm going to ask you first question. As a child...
Wouldn't Vault-Tech's screening process have caught this already?
Vault-Tech's screening process? Let me check my notes here. You were a vault dweller? You're probably... Anyway, sorry I missed that. Okay, second question. Have you ever had or come in contact with a person confirmed to be carrying a communicable disease?
Never been seriously sick in my life.
Good, good. Third question. And please, answer honestly. Have you ever had sexual relations with any species considered non-human?
Those species aren't my type.
Good. I find the practice highly distasteful myself.
Last question. Would you have any problems pulling the trigger on an enemy of the Brotherhood, whether they're human, formerly human, or machine?
Nope. No problem whatsoever.
Excellent. You'll fit in quite well around here. Excellent. I think I've got all the information I need. I see no reason to prevent you from beginning your duties immediately. If you ever need medical assistance, you let me know.
Captain Cade?
How can I help you today?
Could use some supplies.
Scribes have been stocking. Medical report, Night Captain Cade reported. I've been working closely with Scribe Naraya, examining some of the synth bodies that our recon teams have recovered. Even though we have yet to recover the synths that appear completely human, these lesser models are still astoundingly advanced. What's becoming apparent is that the Institute is the most technologically gifted enemy we've ever encountered, and therefore exceedingly dangerous. I've turned over all of my data to Lancer Captain Kells, along with my recommendations for developing effective countermeasures for these synths. Unfortunately, I'm not sure how much it will help, given the fact that the real enemy are the synths that could be hiding among us. Something I can do for you, soldier?
Please, finish your introductions by all means. But I do hope you'll consider assisting me.
Unless you like getting
There, try it now.
Nothing.
I'd stay away.
I was supposed to report 10 minutes ago. Can't fix it.
Proctor Ingram?
So, hey, walking away like that is just plain rude.
Got it.
There it is.
So,
Thanks, brother.
you're the new recruit I heard about. Huh, not what I was expecting.
What were you expecting?
The last batch of recruits we took on were wastelanders. Dirty. They were desperate and looking for an easy out. You look like... Anyway, since you came down... My name's Ingram. If your power armor's too tight in the crotch...
Is this where I get my power armor?
Ha! That's always the first question. Let's see. It's sitting in Bay 3. There isn't a day that goes... And since I'm...
I understand.
Good. Anyway, if you need any work done on your power armor, feel free to use the workshops around here. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to get back to work.
I'm proud to be serving under Elder Maxie. I had enough of lying his foolish ways.
If you're looking for another safe haven, there's shelter and supplies at the police station in Cambridge.
I hope this has something to do with our mission. You watch my back, I'll watch yours.
There's no time to waste when there's work to be done. If it looks dead, put one more in its head for good measure. Why take the chance? If you run into any synths, shoot to kill. We don't take prisoners. My list of maintenance fixes keeps getting longer and longer. How many battles we win, there's always another fight ahead of us.
Another good one. Another good one from Betty Hutton. So the men are out there doing things in the Commonwealth. What kind of things, you ask? Well, I will.
Have you ever fired a minigun?
Tell you.
Chews through ferals like paper.
I have heard that they have taken over the castle, which I guess there's some time ago, but hasn't been a while. Is that full of fish? Or
just fixed a few power armor mods and gave them to Tegan.
Monster fish?
You might want to check them out.
Maybe. I don't know. Not relevant. The Minutemen are there now. That's good for them. And I guess for everyone else too. So, yeah. How about some music? The next one is incredible. Enjoy.
When it comes to keeping the Prydwen running, Proctor Ingram's the best. Night.
Can you tell Kells if he wants things fixed, he needs to keep the whole ship steady?
Unless you like getting shot,
Proctor,
never turn your
Step
back.
forward, Knight. Even though they were...
why are you...
I'm glad you asked. The powers that be. If you need to stop...
Wait, buy them? Since when?
Since someone keeping the Brotherhood. The good news is... yeah, I'm mostly in... Of course.
What sort of extra work are we talking?
Oh, no. It just involves... And since I'm... After you're done, in the meantime...
Watch your step on the flight deck. It's a long way down.
Step forward, Knight. Even though they've locked me in this blasted cage, I promise that I won't bite.
Looks uncomfortable in there.
It's not that bad. Now this is the stove. The powers that be have me locked in here, so I can keep an eye on the Brotherhood's valuables. If you need to stock up on supplies before...
That's good to know.
I'm glad you're the agreeable type. But I tell most... The good news is by having a constant flow... Yeah, mostly... Of course.
I could use some extra caps.
You need them. Just in... And since I... After you're done, in the meantime.
Excuse me, Proctor Tegan.
What brings you to me today?
I'm looking for some fun.
Be my guest.
Joining our cause was the wisest decision of your life, brother. Internal monitoring active. Looks quiet.
We're getting a 3% Z tilt. Adjusting thrust recommended.
Familiarize yourself with the Cripplin's crew. Are you ready for your next assignment, brother?
Just point me to the action.
I applaud your enthusiasm. Let's get right to it, then. Shall we? Take a look over there. That's Fort Strong. And having those aberrations. To make matters worse, I want you to head over. Understood?
What do these shells do?
The Fat Man launcher is an essential part of the Brotherhood. A squad of troops. If you ever have the don't fire one. That enough to go on?
Consider it done.
Look, I realize you're eager to... The Brotherhood cannot allow those abominations to have a nuclear arsenal at their fingertips. Now, we have a vertibird on standby, fully armed. Use it to carry our message to Fort Strong. And wipe... Dismissed.
I prefer laser weapons myself. It's a cleaner shot.
Into each life, rain must fall. I think that was Ella Fitzgerald confirming that.
Yeah.
This is our goal. I'm not saying it's correct. And, of course, I have a statement from the office. Nothing to worry about. You know, safe and all. It's going to stop. Anyway, it's something to think about.
That doesn't seem
This is the 8 spots. Not the 8 spots.
I want Fort Strong cleared, and that's...
Spots. I think, as long as I don't want to set the world